Um, when we started E, it was basically my friend Alan and I. Alan's from New Jersey, and everybody told us, they said, listen, you can't start a TV network. You're not Rupert Murdoch and you're not Ted Turner. And we would just, every time we tried to figure out why we couldn't, we said, you know what, we really could. And so we just kept looking at it, and we would talk to people, and they'd say that's a great idea, but and the but was always, you're not a Time Warner or one of the big companies and stuff, and we just didn't think that really mattered, so we just kept going.
How did you get past that part where they just said you can't, or they're rejecting you, or?
Yeah, we had 3.5 years of total rejection. I mean, literally, I was down with like $60 in the bank when
Seriously?
finally somebody gave us some money. And what happened was the going rate to start a TV network in those days was somewhere between 60 and 100 million. And after 3.5 years, Al and I realized nobody was giving us that kind of money. So we ended up meeting a guy in New York who was in investment banking, but a young guy right out of college. When we went into his office, and he had movie posters on the wall, and we kind of went, that's a good sign. And finally he said, I love this, and I'm going to give you guys some money. And we said, well, great, could you give us a little more than the 60 so we have some in the room? He goes, oh no, I'm only allowed to sign for 2. And we were like, well, what are we going to do with 2? It costs like 60. Finally we just said, you know what, we'll figure it out. So we took the 2.5 million it was actually, and I called a friend who was teaching radio, television, film in Austin, University of Texas, and he sent us 31 interns. So he actually started with 11 employees and 31 interns with only $2.5 million.